Okay, so rolling on to March, and this is quite an apt, sad one because we lost this woman this year. This is Sinead O'Connor. Nothing compares to you. I mean,
Oh,
talk about iconic videos.
I
Uh,
mean, you don't need anything else except that face,
yeah,
do you? That face and that voice. It's all you need for this song.
yeah. I mean, that's just an example of like I say, the early days of videos were quite basic, but this really didn't need much. It didn't need much more than a woman just crying in that emotional way. I think it might have even been one shot. It might just be one shot, or mainly one shot anyway, of her face, pretty much. And that obviously that launched her on the scene.
Oh, absolutely. I have actually, I mean, weirdly, I don't know, I'll have probably seen it on one of the many music channels. I have seen her speak about this song and her performance of it, I mean, particularly in the video. And you'll probably know that Prince wrote the song. But one thing that I thought was really moving is that she slightly alters the way it's. So she says, "All the flowers that you planted, Mama, in the backyard." She said she was thinking about her mother dying at that point. That her mother had passed away, I think, not that long ago when she shot the video. And then we have that single tear that comes down her face as she sings that. And I just always thought that is an incredible thing to do for an artist to do, to put themselves out there that vulnerably, you know, to make the song openly about something that has happened to them, or at least part of the song about something that has openly happened to them. Oh,
People connect to artists where when it's really obvious that it's not just a song that they're singing, they're really emoting through the song, and that's one of the most emotive songs I can think of.
like performing it in the root sense of that word. She is digging down deep as an actor would in that video and thinking about the lyrics and the words and turning them over and figuring out what they mean to her and the sort of face she's presenting in the video. It is incredibly sad that we've lost her and that she had such a difficult life, largely because she wouldn't, in the early days of her career, she simply wouldn't play the game that the music industry wanted her to play. But I do think she leaves an amazing legacy, and I can never hear that song without seeing her face in my mind because
Yeah, me
it's
too.
just a connection you can't undo once you've seen it.
I mean, she's a great icon. I always respect someone who stands up for what they believe in, even when it totally goes against the mainstream narrative of
Absolutely.
what's going on. And
And it takes real guts, and it particularly took guts at the time that she did it because
yeah,
the attitude was, and still is to a certain extent, you're lucky to have a job in the music industry, do as you're told.
yeah,
And of course, we see some absolutely horrific fallouts from that. People just not able to deal with it at all. And she decided, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be who they want me to be. So she was truly individual person who stuck by what she thought was best her whole life, really.
yeah. And also, as a bald person, she's an inspiration to me. I think
As
that's
somebody
twice.
who has
Yeah,
a shaven head. Yes, absolutely.
yes,
So 2 out of 3 so far. Not bad. 2 out of 3.
yeah, it's pretty good. This year, as you'll see from this list, it is almost the beginning of what I would call the rise of the divas. I would say like she was a modest diva. Some of
Yes.
the divas on this list, not so much so. But we'll see about that in a minute. And
Okay.